I hate window coverings, so we have no blinds or anything or curtains or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I'm down there and I'm in my undies and I'm letting the dogs out and I open up the door and I did let Todd out with the kids that day because everybody had calmed down. I let Todd out and she was like being a menace and I open up the door and I'm like, Todd, would you knock it off? You know, like in like the mean mom, but knock it off. And I look and I am face to face with my new pooper scooper from Pet Butler while I'm in my underwear.
Oh my dog. Dog. Oh my dog.
Oh my dog, hey.
Oh my dog, hello.
Are we tired of doing this yet?
No.
I mean, like
it
as being like life in general and like also running a nonprofit and a rescue and work and relationships and family and all the things. Are we tired of that?
You know, people say the whole full moon thing, you know, people are a little like, oh, it's hokey. No. It's absolutely for real. Ask any ER nurse.
Yes, or anyone in any sort of like public facing role. It is so real. I mark it on my calendar. One, because I like to take my dogs outside to howl. It's good for them. It gets them down to their roots. We look at the moon. We howl together. My neighbors think I'm crazy. In fact, my one neighbor moved away, and I can't imagine what's going to happen when the new neighbor moves in because they're going to be like, what is going on?
Have you met them yet?
No, no one's moved in. It's vacant right now. But they don't even have a for sale sign, so I'm not sure what's happening, but they moved out.
Well, I hope you get somebody good.
They better be. Otherwise, I'm going to be in trouble. But yeah,
I really wish people that sell, you know, if you're selling your house, please take into consideration who you're selling it to.
We've lived next
the market
to these
is so
people
hot right
for
now.
15 years. They couldn't have just like handpicked someone that is not gonna hate me.
For reals.
You know what I mean?
Do your
Our
neighbors
kids grew
solid.
up together. Help me out.
Well, we have been crazy busy dealing with a lot of things. I'm trying to be very PG today. It's not working out very well for me. But yes, we've been dealing with a lot of things this week, those past 10 days. We're going to go through all of that. But first, let's do our normal
zippity-doo-dah intakes,
outtakes.
Okay.
We are back to our normal ratio of over-under.
Yes.
We had 17 intakes in the past 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Actually, 2 weeks and 2 days.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because we're recording a little bit late. I've been busy already with fair things in July.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doing your art.
Yes.
Art stuff.
Yeah.
And we've had 10 adoptions, so we're -7. Or +7?
Plus.
However you want to look at it.
Yeah. Plus, we're gaining dogs, but it's really negative because it means that's much more work to do.
A couple of these were in and out. Balboa and Adrian.
Yes.
Were in and out.
Yeah, Balboa was a giant-ass Yorkie. It was like 18 pounds, like the biggest, beefiest Yorkie I ever did see, but looked happy as heck in his adoption photo. In the photo when we said we would take him, he looked like a mean fighter, which is why Carrie was like, he looks like a boxer. I'm going to call him Balboa.
Okay.
So then because he was being transported with another dog, we named the other dog Adrian.
Hilarious.
Who was a little one-eyed Pekingese. Who immediately gone because freaking adorable. This thing.
Right.
So cute.
Who adopted that one?
Well,
Do we know him?
No, I don't know him, but it was,
didn't even have time enough to get a picture.
You are so bad at hearing us say dog names, but
look at how he tried to spell that.
You said Pekingese.
It is Pekingese.
Pekingese. Peekeekeeese.
Oh
Pekingese.
Oh my God.
He was good at
Not
math,
Peking
kids.
geese.
It's Pekingese. Right there.
Whatever.
But it's so cute. Look at him. Look at that.
This one only had one eye.
One eyeball. Adorable.
Hilarious.
But yeah, Jennifer, who owns Jet and Monkey's dog shop down in the East Village in Des Moines, fostered it, and this dog was a shop dog for very few days before someone came along and was like, "Yep, that's for me."
Thank dog.
Mm-hmm.
I already have a one-eyer. Apache is back.
Apache was, Apache was
fat.
Super fat, like gained like 5 pounds for like a Chihuahua. Not good.
He is at fat camp with Rhonda.
Yes, Rhonda is working on his food portions. He was returned because they actually had adopted another dog from us.
Yeah.
And the daughter did. And the daughter and the mother lived together. And so the mother adopted Apache. Well, apparently Apache was not a huge fan of the daughter's dog who she had adopted from us, and they were unwilling to do any training or work.
Yeah, I remember that text exchange.
Yeah, I'm like, alrighty then. So they were kind enough to wait. I said, well, you can wait until after the holiday, and then we'll take him back, because that's what we do. We stand by our dogs. But
yeah, that's another ticket item.
Well, this will take us 30 seconds to touch on. The
greatest thing about Oh My Dog Rescue is once you've adopted from us, you're part of the pack.
Yes.
And you're part of the pack forever.
And you and your dog. More importantly, your dog.
Yes. We stand by you. We stand by your dog. We will do everything that we can.
We're not just going to say no.
To help you out.
We understand.
We're also going to hold you accountable to your adoption decisions. Yes. So if we push back on you and say you need to do training, or you need to do this, or we need to do that,
dog,
then that's what you need to do, and trust us on that.
Yeah.
If you're unwilling or unable to do those things, even with our help, including financially, we've helped a lot of people that can't afford training or can't afford this or that, then I don't know what to tell you. You're just a terrible human being.
But we will, as our contract states, take the dog back as long as we are able, and we'll do our very best to do that. And thus far, we have not had to turn away a dog that needed to come back to us. So what we're seeing more and more locally is that other organizations have our number at the top of their list for when somebody says, hey, remember when I adopted that pit bull mix from you? Well, I didn't put any effort, so it's not going well, and I'd like to return it right now. And then they'll say, no, we're full. No. Here's a number for someplace that might help you. And it's us. And we don't have anything, you guys. Just so you know, we have no more resources than you. We have no more foster homes than you. We're no better than you at any way.
We're full too.
We're full. But we're getting so many of those calls from local people who have adopted a dog, were not given the appropriate resources, or didn't take the appropriate resources, or didn't fully buy into the decision to adopt a dog. Now they're wanting to return it, and they've been turned away by the place that they rescued the dog from. And so now the dog needs rescue from the rescue.
Yeah. And the number of people that are doing this now, whether they adopted the dog from us or somewhere else, like the number of people that are returning dogs is wild to me.
Right. This is not
like
if Kohl's.
If you bought a dog, let's just say, for argument's sake,
right,
they're not taking it back.
Not typically, unless it's a really good breeder.
Like, why is it so... it just feels like it's getting more and more commonplace to return a dog. Like,
it's because the world
this isn't working for me anymore. Get this problem out of my way.
It's a throwaway society. Actually, I kind of feel like I feel this in my core. Earlier this week, my washing machine door broke. Like, a little piece fell off, and I was immediately not Googling the piece to fix the washing machine door, but how much a new washing machine was. And my husband luckily Googled how much the piece was and did indeed fix it. I don't know yet because I don't do laundry too regularly, but I hear it's fixed.
I wish you felt that way about your car.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
I know. I need a new car.
Yeah, it's kind of wild to me. I imagine if people did that with children. Like,
right.
They paid the insurance bill. They paid the
hospital bill.
The hospital bill, like, took it home, had it for the puppy stage.
The child throws up on them and they're like, nope.
At 18 months, terrible twos kick in. And
I gotta go.
No, I don't want it anymore. And they take it back to the hospital.
I don't wish that. But of course, I wouldn't be taking the child in when they said that. Anyway, it's been wild. Apache's going to be just fine. He just needs someone that actually wants to put in any sort of effort to let him be a part of their house. And actually, Apache came to adoption events, met all kinds of people, was around all of the dogs, was around dogs in the old foster home, the new foster home, completely fine. I think it was a people problem is what we're looking at here.
Yeah.
So
it's not that he's ugly or either. I mean, I think he's kind of cute.
I think he's
not the cutest thing in the
also
world,
sort of ugly, but also, he's different. It's because he's that weird weight. He's not teeny, but he's not big.
Fat chihuahua.
And now he's fat, so gosh, against it. Also, we got in Grandpa, P-A-W, because how cute, and Scratch, which were two of the oldest critters.
They didn't even come in together. I mean,
No.
they came together, but not. They
were
don't know each other.
Yeah, they were transported.
They probably
together.
fought World War One together, but they're old war buddies, swapping stories about hitting Normandy. But
They both brought home brides from the war, and those brides have since passed away, but they're still here on this planet.
no, Grandpa's old, but he's. I think he's catching his second wind. I have an inkling that he was probably had a really terrible diet and didn't get any exercise whatsoever. I think somebody elderly probably owned him.
Yeah.
And now he's been with Janet for a few weeks now. Somebody's ringing.
I'm really blowing up here. Do you think it's going to be an important call?
Amber Alert, maybe?
It's Marcus.
Ooh.
He never calls me. Oh, boy. Hold on. Time
God.
out. Hello? What's going on? You are scaring the shit out of me. What's happening? Thomas, I am in the middle of a podcast, and I will work with you on this later to fix your life and get you a dog. Okay, love you.
God.
Bye.
Does he want to adopt that Juan?
Thomas is calling me from Marcus's phone because he wants that doodle.
Juan.
I said, Thomas.
Oh, man.
He said, I'm going to pull an Emily right now. Keep that in. Do not cut that out. So that was my husband's very best friend, Thomas, who stomped and kicked and screamed and lost his mind over that we wanted to have Emily take home this little Yorkie.
Yeah, so this was the 17 Yorkie breeder surrender situation up at where was that?
Grundy Center.
Yeah.
Where I got my little
Grundy.
squinny. Yes.
And Emily, you guys had been at a baseball game.
Yes.
And you were telling her how you didn't know how we were going to get all these dogs back. And she has this
she has a
tricked
van.
out minivan.
She has no well, she's pregnant right now, but she had previously no children.
Is that well known?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, they shared with the family, so it's safe. It's safe. She's pregnant. It's free. Yeah.
Surprise!
Surprise! I hope it's free. Well, they told the family, so we're good. It's like when somebody gets hit by a car on their motorcycle. As long as the family knows.
Everybody congratulate Emily.
Congratulations, Emily. But before that, she just had a minivan on her own for no reason. Except for that she was like, well, we could take my van. She's always saying that. We could take my van. It's a really nice van. It has a vacuum cleaner in it. It's so cool.
I remember you tripping out about that.
It's like there's a vacuum cleaner inside of the car.
So anyway, Emily is completely
had never done
a virgin.
Anything. Yeah,
a
no
rescue virgin
nothing.
Going on our largest intake ever.
Right.
I'm like, okay, this is going to go well. And we get there, and there's these 5 little puppies in a pen in the lady's front yard. I'm like, oh, here we go. And immediately, the eyes just glazed over. I could just see the whole thing happening.
It wasn't even
right
all the dogs.
me.
It was when this one particular puppy got dropped down in the thing, and she looks at me, and she goes,
I'm in trouble.
And I was like, what? Like, she did not go into this looking for a dog at all. Like, it was not her intention. But, like, this dog dropped in. And here's the thing to say. That dog looks exactly like her. It has huge eyeballs. She's got these huge, beautiful eyeballs.
She's like out of a Pixar movie.
She's so beautiful.
Honestly.
Yeah, she looks like the perfect little cartoon girl. Well, so does this dog.
And it has its own Instagram and everything.
Yeah.
Zero.
Yeah.
It's
his Instagram is Zero Fluffs Given.
Love that. Go follow Zero.
Yeah,
Anyway, so this is the first time I'm meeting Emily. And I'm already in love, considering switching teams.
Yeah.
And then we get back to Karis, which is where we're staging, and her husband shows up. And I'm immediately like, no.
Because he was pissed.
How did this guy get this girl? Like,
he was so rotten.
She is so out of this guy's league.
Yeah.
I even remember getting a little spicy with him because he was kind of being a dick. And I was like,
he was being rude.
I remember pulling you aside being like, is this for real right now? Because I'm about to take this guy out.
And me knowing Thomas and loving him and like
knowing
you, I was like, listen, it's cool. A bad moment for him. He's really great. I promise you. It's all going to be okay. And she's like, should I save Emily? Is she okay?
Blink twice.
Like, blink twice. Like, he was pissed because Emily was told not to bring home a dog, and she was 100% bringing home a dog. Like,
absolutely.
I had a suitcase packed for this puppy by the time Thomas got there, and he's like, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
So,
but I've met Thomas now 2 or 3 times since then, and he's completely redeemed himself. He was at the surrender that we're going to talk about here in a few minutes.
Yeah.
And he was he fell in love with this poodle, and he was helping me and the vet with weights and stuff, and he was making all these jokes and things, and then he wanted Bree to give her his Juan.
He named his puppy Juan because his other
He
dog
has
is named
Juan Testicle.
Juan and Zero. Juan Testicle.
And wanted to have a mohawk and everything. He was just really nice. I was like, who are you? Like,
He's
have
like
you
one of
been
my
tested
favorites.
for bipolar? Like,
Yeah.
anyway.
He's wonderful.
So that was
But, yeah.
just him calling you.
So he was calling me on my husband's phone, which my husband doesn't even answer my phone calls. So if he's calling me, it means like one of my dogs is hurt.
Something's dead.
Something is dead or something is bad. So I was like, oh, holy shit. Like, we just got done talking about Dottie. Like Dottie died, like something bad happened. So I answer and it's Thomas. And Thomas is like, hey, Kara, I'm going to pull in Emily right now. I want to keep this dog. And I was like, Thomas, I am in the middle of a podcast. I will deal with this later. No. You just heard me. But anyway,
Kara's
I was
like flipping out.
I was like,
thinking
no.
her dog is dead, and it's just Thomas wanting to adopt Juan.
They do not want a doodle. But anyway, they might. I don't know.
Oh.
They've already got one dog that needs groomed. Why not two?
I always tell people that I know personally, if they're looking, like if people message me saying, oh my God, what's the story on this dog? I want it so bad. I'm like, listen, we cannot be friends
If you give it back.
if you return a dog.
Yeah.
So I want you to be very freaking sure that this is the dog for you,
Yeah,
and you're
'cause
not
it's
just in
over.
puppy love, and you're not just hungry, and you don't just need like
He smelled some puppy breath
Snicker
and
bar.
he is high on those sharp little teeth. Oh my lands. But that's so funny. I swear to God, my heart rate went up and I was like, oh
I saw
no.
your face. I was like, oh shit.
Oh no, something bad. He does never
that would
call me.
I mean, it'd be par for the course for this week, honestly.
Seriously. I was like, this is it. We're going down.
I was slightly freaking out. I was like, oh, crap, I got to look at the timestamp. This is going to be... Do I actually just stop the recording or let this thing go?
Here we go. Yeah. Let's catch Kara's worst moment of life on
Something
podcast.
terrible is happening right now. I'm like, oh my God. Ugh.
Okay, back to the list, which gets us to that point. Well, first we had Mildred, which let's save that for later.
We'll continue on.
Hold Mildred for later story.
Keep it in your
After
brain.
that, we got Banana, and there is obviously no trend here in this
We let everybody name their own
situation. Banana, Mustard,
Juan.
Ravioli. What is the deal? Aloe and Vera. Juan, Terry, Chris, Galileo, Billie Jean, and Chino.
Nothing. 0 ties.
A lot of food groups in there.
Mm-hmm. Well, I named Banana because I thought that we had one more puppy. And I thought we had an extra puppy instead of an extra adult. So there was a time where I was freaking out. I was like, we lost a puppy. Like, you guys, we lost a puppy. You don't
indeed did not lose a puppy.
You don't understand. We lost a puppy. I can't find Elvis because I named Banana and Elvis, but Elvis ended up being Juan. So anyway,
We actually are very organized.
yeah,
Our inspector said so.
It's true.
So those are all Doodles from Spirit Lake, an older gentleman. I don't know exactly what the story was, but he seemed to be kind of he seemed to like collect dogs.
The story was that years prior, he had a bunch of Pomskis or Pomeranians and gotten himself into a similar situation where he had puppies and then had all these puppies and he couldn't bring himself to get rid of them, but then also was in over his head and couldn't afford it and had to call in a rescue to come help him. Well,
that gets out of control pretty quickly.
That happened again with 2 litters of Doodles, which is what we're dealing with, an older litter and a younger litter.
Might explain why one of those eyes were too close together.
We might have a light amount of inbreeding, but whatever. All Doodles are a little inbred.
Frankly.
It's true. That's how they get the coats how they want them and whatever. It's the F whatever.
F1.
So stupid. But anyway, at this juncture in his life, though, he was terminally ill.
Yes.
And so
going into hospice.
And on the day in which we took the dogs in, he died.
Yeah, that night.
That night he died. And apparently his last words are the dogs are okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which I hope someone told him, yeah.
Yeah. We got
Tell Jesus about Oh My Dog Rescue, please.
We're sending it straight up.
Please help us. We're in a hard
Message not received.
We're in a bad
He obviously
spot.
didn't make it. he went.
SMS failed, and then we got shat upon this week. That's what happened. They're like, dude, we don't believe you. I think maybe
Oh shit.
our message got sent south instead
He's
of
got
north.
friends in low places.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was 11.
11 dogs.
Okay, 11. There's still 5 in Spirit Lake right now.
Which,
We're getting next Wednesday.
yes.
And
then
we'll
we
do
will
the
take all
same
of
thing
them.
for them that we
Mhm.
did for these. Real quick before we get into that, we'll go through the adoptions. We
Yes,
had 10
please.
adoptions. Top of the heap. Drum roll, please.
It is
Hippo!
Hippo has been with us for in entirety 1 year.
For real?
Yes.
Oh my
so
God.
Hippo we took in 1 year ago in July. She, I always call her a he, which I have to apologize to her every time I see her for doing that. But she was adopted, if you'll recall,
She's
by
a little butch, to be honest.
She is definitely butch. She bats only on the left side of the plate, but she looks like a dude. She was adopted by a dear friend of mine who has encountered some major health issues and was unable to care for her. So we've had her back in rescue for many, many months. A favor of someone that I know took her in. I said, it'll only be a couple weeks.
Right.
It's been
You lied.
3 months. And I think
She's done so good with her.
she's so incredible. And I said, I promise I'm not going to ask another favor again, but also you were like the best foster. So like,
She deserves like 4 or 5 vanilla dogs in a row.
I want to give her a dog that she has for 3 days and then
Yes.
adopts out and like gets that high adrenaline
Yeah,
reward.
you ruined her.
Like I ruined her, and she's so amazing. Her parents actually adopted Birdie, the pit-a-doodle. Remember those pit bull doodles that we got?
Ew. I do remember Birdie.
Her parents
Because
adopted
that
Birdie.
reminded me of Hope Floats.
Yes. Yeah, so they're all just wonderful people.
Birdie.
But Katie has been, I don't know if she listens to the podcast, but if she does, if you do, Katie,
Thank you.
I don't know what I would have done if I would have had to keep Hippo in my house, because of course
With
we've
Kiwi,
we've taken on
fuck.
Kiwi since then, and it's been a whole thing. I've had a lot of doggy drama in my home, and I really care deeply for Hippo, and I wanted the best for her, and I think you found it after lots and lots of flop applications and like garbage. Like it's just been a whole ride, and she's taken it in stride.
And she's never really complained, at least not in a group chat.
She and I text back and forth, and she'll ask for help when she needs it.
Oh, good.
But she has never
Like, threw
said
up the red
like
flag and been like,
she's never said come
"Bitch,
get this
come
dog
get this
right
dog."
now. No, and I can't believe it because she should have.
oh, dog bless her. Yeah,
She
I was
should
waiting
have.
for it, to be honest.
Me too. So I just can't.
That's not an option, by the way.
no, it's
fosters.
not allowed.
It's not an option.
We've never had that happen before. But yeah, no, I screamed when I saw that picture come through, and like I'm so happy, and I hope it all works out. And we offered them 2 training sessions with Clint at Knox Canine Training, which, by the way, small plug, next episode we've got Clint Knox on the pod,
Yes.
talking with us about all things training. It's going to be
great.
great. And anyway, Hippo's going to go with her new owners once she settles in and go see Clint a couple times and just get her set off on the right foot so she's there forever.
Good. Good.
Yes.
Nothing's going to top that, but we've got Oreo.
Oreo, which also was a return and kind of a long-term foster for a puppy.
It's a black and white dog. What are you going to do?
Yeah, little boring black
mean,
and white dog, but high
Nobody
energy.
put that together.
Hippo is a girl. Oreo is a boy. Question mark?
Felt really confident.
I think it's a boy. Anyway, it's a stupid name that I let the vet tech's name, and I think that's what plagued that dog, Oreo. But anyway, Oreo got adopted, and no one has called me wanting to return it yet. So hey,
Stilts
with a Z, obviously spelled by me, was
standard poodle.
standard poodle. Beautiful
Stayed
dog.
way too long.
Stayed way too long for what it was with Stacy, but found a wonderful home. Polly Pocket,
Polly Pocket's the last of the Chewiners.
which ended up being
Chewinmans.
Min Pin Chihuahuas.
Whatever.
Yeah, the most adorable one, which is stupid, but anyway.
Minna, the dog that I should have adopted myself.
Adorable. A little one out of
So
Fort
cute.
Dodge. Minna, actually, I want to call out my friend Megan, who lives near my hometown, or in my hometown, and Fort Dodge is near my hometown. And I called her and I was like, hey, what are you doing today? And she was like, working. Like, could you run to Fort Dodge and immediately go get this dog because it needs help right now? And she was like, sure. So she did.
And she even held it for a couple days.
Yeah, she did. Held it for a week. And then
I don't know how she let it go.
She even said it when she was driving it down. She was like, if I need to foster it until it finds a home, that'd be fine.
I told you guys to quit sending pictures in the group chat because I couldn't take another single one.
It was so cute. She was so cute. But yeah, so she held her for a week and then we got her back here and she was quickly gone after that.
Yeah.
Very darling.
Miss Molly.
Miss Molly was a basset hound.
Oh, yes.
Who came to my house for approximately 20 minutes, and Mr. Bojangles almost turned the world upside down and lit it on fire because
Mad?
doesn't like basset hounds. Like, hates them.
Jealous.
He's half basset hound, but he's like, not in my house. You're not.
He's the only one.
Yes. Little puppy basset hound came up from Aaron in Missouri. Yeah.
Balboa and Adrian, we already talked about. Scratch was a foster fail by Joanna. Scratch is also 9,000 years old, so
I handed
I think it's
Scratch,
a hospice foster fail.
Yes,
which is adorable.
Adorable. I handed Scratch over. I could tell Joanna was already smitten. She'd already texted me, and she was like, "I just gotta convince my husband." Well, her husband is a huge softie, but he stood in that parking lot, looked me in the eye, like very serious, and he goes, "Do you really want to call this dog Scratch?" And I was like, "That's the name it came with from the shelter, and honestly, I think it's kind of cute." And he goes, "Do you know what Scratch is?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Do you know what Scratch is?" And I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." He said, "It's the devil." I said, "What?" Apparently Scratch, please look it up. Apparently Scratch is another name for the devil.
Joanna's husband said this?
Yes. And I was like, oh boy, did I like offend him or whatever? Like, look up Scratch. And then you also, I guess, got to type devil.
This is, well.
Devil. It's a spelling issue for you. That's the deal.
Scratch is a nickname
Old
or
Scratch.
pseudonym for the devil.
For the devil. Old Scratch.
Scratch.
But the dog looks kind of like that picture.
Is this guy like fluent in Middle Eastern or Middle English?
What the
Middle
hell?
English Scrat. The name of the demon or goblin derived from the
I've
Old Norse
never
Scrat.
heard
I've
that
never
before
either.
in
I
my
said,
life.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's a cute name and it's a cute dog. Fine. They renamed it because I think he was like very upset that I said, well, maybe.
This is kind of like Guinea with
This is what happens to me.
Carrie and Mario.
Yes, I name dogs.
Rude.
I name dogs that are offensive to people. But Scratch,
No, that's not right.
like guinea pig. Yeah, guinea pig.
I was close. I was right the first time. I shouldn't have. No, I wasn't.
No, not at all. You were not.
I had an extra E, okay?
You were good at math. That's what we're going to say.
Guinea.
I was very good at
That's
math.
what you should call her.
I was good at math. Yes.
Guinea.
Guinea. But yeah,
Run,
anyway,
Forrest,
so they
run.
have changed Scratch's name. I don't know what it is now. I can't remember. But anyway, I thought that was
Well, as
funny.
long as
He was so serious. He was like, "Do you know what Scratch is?" And I was like, "Huh?"
All right.
I'm like, "Here we go again. I've been through this before."
Well, now we know.
Also,
I thought of the
this just
little
happened.
character off of Ice Age.
I have
Isn't that his name? The
no
little squirrel?
Nope. It's
Or whatever it
it's-
is?
No, it's not Scratch. Ice Age thing. It's not Scratch. It's not Scratch. It's Scrat.
Close enough.
Which scat is shit. Which is why
Scrat.
Scrat. Not
We're what? 2 letters off.
Scratch.
Come on.
The way I spell it, only one.
So.
That's what I was going to say. You beat me to it.
Oh my gosh, you are a horrible speller. This is what we're learning. So, but anyway, this has happened to me now. So Guinea was like a bad name on the Italian side
yeah.
of things. Scratch was the devil. So we've got the religious side of things. And I just found out, and I'm not changing her name, but I almost punched my husband the other day because I named this dog and he has not said a word. We've had her for a year. Ninja.
Yeah.
I said, apparently Ninja is like a pseudonym for the N-word for white people to say instead of the bad, like,
That's not how you spell
Jesus.
pseudonym.
That's not how you spell pseudonym. Ninja.
I don't think that's right.
Yes, it is. I found it on TikTok. Apparently,
Oh, you have to believe everything that's on TikTok.
You know what? I can't even. listen to teenagers right now talk because I can't understand what they're saying.
It's true.
They have all these little nicknames for everything, which I'm sure we did too when we were that age. I don't remember that though. But they've got, whatever the little slang.
See, look at
slang
all of this.
shit is
But I
that they
did do some Googling, and I did find what he was talking about. But apparently, like,
well, that's not where it came from.
no, she's like a hobbly ass black dog. But apparently, it's like for an
Y'all
N-word.
ain't that ghetto.
No, I don't know anything, you
God
guys.
damn.
I just like unruly small dogs that have no like training, and I just want to name them cute things, and I'm just keep getting struck down. I don't find myself to be like a super naive person. I know how the world works,
Right.
but apparently I don't use a lot of like racial slurs.
Well, why? Yeah.
Why would I? But
Good. Yes. Good for you.
I don't know any
Well
of them.
done.
But I also apparently like them for dog names. So here we are.
Last on the list of adoption is Chino, which is one of the Doodles. It's going
Already
home
gone.
tomorrow.
Thank freaking dog, because I almost had to foster an adult doodle.
Kara was so upset about
I was
this.
so pissed because I was like, I'll take a puppy. No
Cam was
problem.
even more upset
Yeah.
because she wanted a banana.
She wanted to foster Banana, who is the cutest of all the puppies. We handpicked him on the way home. We're like, okay, everybody else is screwed. We're taking the cutest puppy. No problems. Cool. That's what we get for having this rescue. We get to pick the cutest puppy. If we're going to have to take in a dog, we're going to take in a dog. Well, I miscounted how many puppies versus adults there were and ended up with an extra adult. And that adult was uncute and like not doodly and just like sort of a mutt. And for some reason,
And it's the first
one adopted.
adopted.
it looks like a spaniel that
No,
got like put
wasn't
through
that
a
like
rock
the border
tumbler.
collie looking one?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a
Well, there was the spaniel one, the more white and black,
that's
and then there's the black and white.
this one is the more white and black.
No.
Yes. The more black one is Ravioli.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yes.
You're right.
So anyway, this one was like a spaniel-y looking, like it looked like a border collie and a spaniel got put in a rock tumbler, and it wasn't like quite right. Its eyes were a little offset. I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna get stuck with this thing, and my dogs are gonna hate it. Like, I don't want this.
Which, by the way, Ravioli is being fostered by a brand new foster, Sabra.
Sabra. And her mother-in-law
Excellent naming skills right off
immediately
the bat.
out with the ravioli.
Well done.
Her mother-in-law
done.
or her boyfriend's mom or whatever sent us a really nice message on our Facebook Messenger and said, hey, my son and his girlfriend or whatever are fostering for the first time with you, and I just want to say how impressed they were with everything that happened, and I really want to be involved. I used to foster back in the day, blah, 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 blah. And she sent like the kindest message. I'm like, oh, nice.
You gotta tell me when we get these things.
Well, it's
It
in
might
there.
restore a little bit of my faith in
Yes.
humanity this week.
Yeah, we've got a couple nice messages in there, but
Which,
that was
speaking
really
of,
nice.
Let's just get right into that. Real quick, in regards to that doodle intake, that took an enormous amount of coordinating.
Like, and re-coordinating and then re-coordinating.
To be completely honest, Kara and I thought that it would have fallen through,
When
I don't know,
we got the call that said
14 steps before it actually happened.
17 doodles need help, we were like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
We got it. Uh-huh.
These things, we've learned
They
that
fall through over
they
and
fall
over
through
and over.
and over again. But this one actually came to fruition.
It
So
did.
we got her done, and thank you to the Mutt Mafia for stepping up.
Mhm.
Everybody
So let's talk about
jumped
how
in.
it worked. So Barbie in her, I don't know how she fit all those dogs because it took us 2 cars to get from her house back to Des Moines, but somehow,
Poodle Tetris.
yes, somehow she poodle Tetrised, how many?
11.
11 dogs in her Jeep.
Yes, and she drove from Stewart to Spirit Lake, which is a little over 3 hours, loaded them up, got them back. She met us at the grooming facility,
Yep.
which thank you to Bree and Heaven and their newest groomer, Marianne, at Clipper Doodle Doo in Urbandale, just behind the Walgreens there. What street is that? 68th,
It's on Douglas,
Douglas
and 60 something.
I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, somewhere in there. Got them there. We now have a vet that meets us on site, Dr.
This is so cool. I've had
Which
rabies
is-
in my fridge for a week, and I've never been so happy.
Which is such a weird coincidence. I
love this story.
I was bartending at the clubhouse at the lake for funsies because that's, fun job. And I was new there and everybody was asking me who I was and what I do and blah, blah, blah. And I met Jamie, and he goes, oh, I told him about the rescue. He goes, oh, well, I'm a retired DVM, so if you ever need any help, let me know. I'm like,
and you said, oh, will we?
I don't think you realize what you just signed up for. But he has been so instrumental.
He's lovely.
in
This is
getting
my
us
first
set
time
up.
meeting him through all of this. We made it through the whole thing, and I was like, oh, hey, by the way, I'm Kara. But we just jumped into action, so.
Yeah, he got us all set up with an account with Midwest Vet Supply, and so now we have all of our vaccinations ready. Now, just to be clear for the public, in case anybody gets any hairs up their ass about making any complaints, anybody can administer any vaccination except for rabies.
Yep.
Rabies has to be administered by a DVM, which is why we had Jamie there.
Yes.
And we had Jamie there on intake because,
The
as
rule
we
is.
will also get into later, the Iowa Code states that for rescues, and for rescues only, we cannot intake any dogs that are not up to date on rabies. So we had Jamie on site. He gave them the vaccinations, and then we proceeded with
brought
the
them in.
intake.
Yep.
So anyway, Jamie was on site. We got weights. We projected.
He did an exam. He felt for balls. Everything. He was like, "This one might be a
did an exam.
cryptoid," and I was like, "I know what that is." I was like a little nerd in the corner. Holly got to be, by the way, the person who got their veterinary degree on the internet. Me. I'm obsessed with all of this stuff. I literally am on multiple websites where people post an ailment of their dog, and then we have to guess what's wrong with it. Like, this is what I do for fun. And Holly got to be the DVM assistant, which was good because she's much more efficient and much less excitable than me. Anyway,
What's a cryptoid?
one ball.
Where one ball is
Other
always
ball is
descended.
up in the cryptoids. The other one, that's not what it means, but the one ball's up in the world, other one's down out in the world.
30-second side quest. My dad used to run the Iowa Ram Association, so I have a ton of experience loading syringes and needles and
Yeah.
administering.
You're
I
about
thought
it
you were going to say with cryptoids.
I thought so too. I thought this was going to be a ball quest, but it
No.
wasn't.
No.
It was just a vaccine quest.
But it was very fun.
It was cool. You did great. You were a much better assistant than I would have been. I was like a spaz. I'm like, we lost a puppy, you guys. We lost a puppy. Oh my god! And we didn't. It was just me being unable to count.
To be fair, it was in the drying room.
Yes.
Drying.
No, like literally, I thought there was a puppy there that didn't even exist.
Oh. You just got to mix up. Now.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we got weights. We got a general exam. A general idea of how old they are.
Yeah, he checked their teeth and everything. Yeah.
Checked their teeth, their eyes. We did Bordetella, rabies, DHPP. We microchipped everybody.
Mhm.
Everybody got NextGuard Plus, which is flea, tick, heartworm prevention, and dewormer.
Yes. Broad spectrum.
And
dewormer,
then
yeah.
they got bathed and groomed and all the things. And Natasha brought sacks for everybody that had dog food and stuffies,
Toys
and you sent them home with collar and leash. I mean,
It was an assembly line, which is like we like to do it, and we felt so unorganized coming into this, but after
we really were.
we were very
actually.
organized. But going into it, I just felt like because we didn't handle the intake ourselves.
That was the weird
dealing
thing
with the
about this
person.
one is we
Yeah.
did not personally handle the intake, and we were not on site at intake, so it felt a little chaotic. I think that's why.
Yeah.
But it really wasn't.
It wasn't. We knew every minute and exactly what it was doing. We followed the law and did all of the things exactly what we were supposed to. We handled all of that type of stuff. But it just felt weird because we weren't with the mucky boots digging dogs out of a horde. We're used to doing that, and
Yep.
we didn't.
Yep.
So
So that was all very, very cool.
yes. And a big shout out to, again, Clipper Doodle Doo, Bree, Heaven, Haven if she's misbehaving, but Heaven if she's doing well. And then I believe Marianne is the new
The new groomer.
the new girl. She showed up too, which is Bree's new hire there at Clipper Doodle Doo, and they are they groom your dogs meticulously and they do very well, but when it comes to an emergency, they are fast, they're efficient, and the dogs leave looking good. And it's crazy.
as good as they can.
Well, as good as they
let's be
can.
honest.
Well, as good as they can. I mean, they look incredible compared to what they came in. One dog came in, we bathed it, we put it in the cage to dry. We went back to check on it. It pooped straw.
Yes.
It was straight straw. It was a pile the size of 2 iPhones just of straw.
It's a nice size reference.
It was huge. It was a tiny puppy. So that means like for however long,
Yeah.
it ate straw.
And multiple fosters reported that they had not seen their dog poop for
Eat,
a
pee, or
couple
poop.
days.
Yeah.
And then when they did, it was kind of mucusy or off
Yeah.
color or whatever. So
Poor diet.
obviously very much working through some digestive issues. And I explained to all of them that wormer would kick in. And no, we do not need photographic
That was
evidence
funny.
of when that happens. Please do not send me poop pictures
If the
without
poop is
some
wiggling,
sort
just
of,
tell me it's wiggling, and I'll tell you what to do.
without some sort of warning ahead of that.
It'll be
okay?
like 7 a.m. and we're getting tapeworm photos. Like, no.
I am a grazer. I'm constantly eating something. So when I open something like that, chances are I'm eating something at the same time, and you're gonna ruin my little snacky snack.
Oh my gosh, I can only eat once a day, and when I do, if I happen to open that video, I'm done for, and I'm gonna have to eat tomorrow, and it's gonna stink. So no, thank you.
Speaking of microchipping, we got approved by the Madrid City Council for our microchip scanning station.
Officially, it's going up,
It's going up.
and we got the prototype for the sign.
Yes.
It's so cute.
our good friend Allison. What's
Thank
her
you,
last name?
Allison Rubel. She and I work together. She is our graphic designer at our little marketing firm, and she is so great. But beyond the fact that she made us an adorable sign, Holly did the whole layout, and it's very, very close. 2 things to note. 1, I am unable to read things that are not in a bulleted list, so I hounded upon,
And
pun
she's
intended.
very fucking persistent.
I am. I hounded upon that we couldn't have any paragraphs on this sign, that I wanted everything in a list or a numbered list, and we got there, and we got it all to fit, and it looks so good. So she's really talented. But second of all, today at work, I got an intake request for a cockapoo, which is the same breed of dog that they recently lost. This dog was like 15 years old, lived to be the very end, and died, and it was a whole thing. And I said, what are you looking for? And she goes, well, Jared, my husband, really wants another one of those. Like he likes that breed and whatever. Well,
Just so happens.
We get this intake. And I said, listen.
Through our new text alert.
Yes. I said, hey, I have a really important non-work related item to show you on my computer. Please come in here. And she was like, I'm like, are you at a stopping point? She's like, well, I am now. So she came in. I showed her the picture. The dog is said to be somewhat anxious, so we'll find out when it gets there and if it's going to be a good fit for them. But regardless, we were able to take it in, and they are going to be first-time fosters.
Yay.
I'm pretty excited for them, and I'm going to call and get that dog in tomorrow, I think. So
Good.
Excited. But anyway.
Good.
Side quest from that our post and our sign and all the things is going up.
Actually, the city council decided that they wanted it attached to the building.
Oh,
So we don't even have to dig a hole now.
good.
Nor do we have to do concrete. Or do we have to get a post? We're just going to attach it straight to the brick wall.
No signs dug until we have to say goodbye to Earl. Noted.
Another nice little happenstance that come out of it is that the Madrid PD has a microchip scanner, but the chief of police said that it was quite old.
Oh.
And so now they will have access
To
because
that one.
It's going to be literally on the
Outside
side
their
of
door.
their building.
Yeah.
And so he'll always have
And if
access
anybody
to
wants
that
to
as well.
go F with our microchip scanner outside the police building attached to it, like,
It is
go
under
right
surveillance.
ahead, you idiots.
It is under surveillance.
It won't shock me, but they'll be dumb. And it's all video surveilled for sure.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
I foresee that we're going to have to come up with some sort of community service project for some kid to pay back the cost of a microchip scanner. at
That'll
some
be
point.
fun.
So we should probably just
I will
plan on that.
I'll postpone my poop guy for the next 3 months and get it all loaded up. Which, by the way, here's a whole side quest. Now, you live out in the country and you have a really big yard, and so you probably don't do as much poop picking up
I
or
have
at all.
never picked up poop once in my life, and I'm holding a bag of poop bags right
That's
now.
what she
playing
does
with
while
it.
that's what she does while we podcast now. This is like the 3rd time in a row you've rolled that poop bag back and forth. It makes me wish someone would take a poop.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Say less.
But I have. Well, it started out. You had your hairdresser's husband, I think, had.
What a weird turn of events.
Yes. He had a poop scooping business, and
Yes.
yes, and so I was like, well, I'll try it out, and I did, and I loved it. They moved out of the country.
Yeah, they moved to like Nashville or Columbia or
Close.
Basically out of the country. Out of the country
Might
of
as well
Iowa.
been.
So they sold that business to another poop scooping place.
Nashville or Columbia. One of the two.
I don't know. Well, either way, they weren't scooping my poop anymore. And they were my favorite because I would go out on my balcony and we would like talk back and forth because they were like really nice. And they came at a reasonable hour, which is why I'm bringing this up. So then the next people that bought their business came, and then they quickly realized they didn't want to be in the poop scooping business. So they sold their business to Pet Butler, which in the poop scooping industry is the man.
Okay.
This is the
Is this a franchise or it's
a franchise?
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So it's like they sold out.
Yeah.
So I went from like the individual.
It's like the waste management of garbage pickup.
Right. Of poop pickup. Because
Oh,
waste
yeah.
management is garbage pickup. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
you got it.
Are you here?
Spelling and speaking. Difficult.
Tanner is on drugs.
You were here
Don't
like
tell his
really
kids.
early this morning, weren't you? Didn't you say
sure.
that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was up very early today.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I need no excuses.
Well, anyway, now
We're
Pet
trying to give
Butler
you an
comes.
out, man.
But I am not an early riser unless I have to be, and I do go to work every day, but I do not have to be at my office until 8:30, and my first meeting starts at 8:30, so I get there at 8:28, and I open my computer, and that's where we go. And it was I do not stop from there. I do not take a lunch. I go home after that. Like, I work very hard, but I do not get there more than 3 minutes early, ever. So usually at 7:45 until 8:15, I'm in my underwear. And that's when I'm taking the dogs out and doing all the things. The other day, I take the dogs all downstairs, and we have a walkout basement. So we have like a row of like 8 to 10 windows along the bottom of our basement.
Yeah.
I hate window coverings, so we have no blinds or
Curtains or
anything or
nothing.
curtains or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I'm down there and I'm in my undies and I'm letting the dogs out, and I open up the door, and I did let Todd out with the kids that day because everybody had calmed down. I let Todd out and she was like being a menace, and I open up the door and I'm like, Todd, would you knock it off? Like in like the mean mom, but knock it off. And I look, and I am face to face with my new pooper scooper from Pet Butler while I'm in my underwear. And I just pretend like it never happened. And I said, you know what, Todd? Actually, come on in. All the dogs came inside, and I shut the door, and I walked past all 10 windows naked and up to the stairs and left. And I was like, shoot. But they're only there for like 10 minutes.
You should have been like, have a poop-tastic day.
There's a lot of shoulda, woulda, couldas in this scenario. But either way, we know each other intimately. She knows my dog's poop, and also
It was
what
a
I look
female?
like. Yes. And
Oh,
also
well,
what I
that
look
makes
like in
it a
my
little bit
undies.
better.
Yeah. Well. Ugh. Why are they
Do
coming
they
so
not-
early?
Do they not text you and let you know that they're coming or anything?
I got the text when I went back upstairs and looked at my
Oh,
phone.
shit.
So they had texted me.
Well, they should text you like the day before.
They don't text until they
Like my
get
lawn
there.
care guy texted me the day before.
No.
Yeah,
So I
the
can put
pest
my-
control guy says,
Yeah.
hey, we're coming on Wednesday.
Well,
Right.
I know they come every Tuesday, but it's like they pull in
Oh my God, they're on a schedule?
every Tuesday.
Well, then this is entirely your fault.
But why are they coming so early in the morning?
Oh, okay.
If it was later, I'm not there. Like, it doesn't
I've got
matter.
you.
But I was still there.
I'm back on your side.
Normally, I'm not there when they show up. But they've started since showing up at like 7:50,
Sure.
7:45.
Well,
I'm
they
like,
want
you
to
guys.
pick up that poop before it gets hot and steamy.
Well, all the hot and steamy they got was standing in the doorway. I don't care.
That's pretty good.
And the funny thing is when your friend's husband was doing that all the way until now I've got the franchise. If I had the actual franchise pricing, they price you based on number of butts. They're like, how many dogs you got? I said, that does not
That's
matter.
not even fair.
I said, that doesn't matter. You're coming once a week. It varies. And I
Well,
said,
what if you had 10 Great Danes or 10 Chihuahuas?
that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
Hello.
No, we're not, I said, I'm not paying by butt. I would like to have the same pricing that I had when I signed this contract 3 years ago with the original people. No questions asked. And they said, okay, sounds good.
Oh, good.
So I have a very good price for my poop picking up. And unless
And they get a peep show while they're at it.
unless they
I mean, you should get a
blacklist me,
discount for that
unless they
shit.
blacklist me for being
They should be paying you.
Yeah,
sex
that's what
offender.
I'm saying.
Jeez Louise. gosh. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, really? It's 7:50 right now, ma'am. Why are you out picking up poop?
I'm not entirely sure how we got here, but
I don't
that's
know.
par for the course.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
I had to do a funny before we
No,
dive
I
into
loved
some
it.
crap.
I loved it. I loved it. I'm thinking about coming to your house on Tuesdays for breakfast around.
We don't eat breakfast, but we
8:01.
don't wear clothes before 8:15.
So the microchip scanning station's going up. We're gonna hopefully call the paper. And
Should we have a tiny ribbon cutting?
that would be cool.
Wouldn't it be cute? Just
That
a
would
little
be
ribbon
fun.
cutting right in front of it.
We
We're
should
not
take
making any
Mildred.
money. Speaking of Mildred,
That would be so funny.
could we take a baby spiral?
Oh, back to the Mildred tea.
So here's the fluffin' deal.
What was that tea that I told Natasha and the OMD VIP group?
This.
Was it?
Yes.
Is it this?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. Here it is.
Listen, I got multiple pots of tea simmering at all times, so
Yeah. And not often do we pour that tea out into a cup, but you're welcome.
you're
Here
gonna
it
get
comes.
it. So last Tuesday, I got a text message from the chief of police of
Were
Madrid.
you clothed yet?
No, I'm not even up at 8:30.
Is this a qualifying question now?
And I do not sleep with clothes on. My neighbors can't see me, so
Yeah.
there's that. If they do, they haven't said, which he probably wouldn't.
No, he'd let that go.
Anyway, I got a text message from the Matter PD, and he said, hey, give me a call when you get a chance. So when I woke up and saw the message, of course, I called him. And he said,
The police.
the po-po.
Serial.
And so he said, hey, we picked up this dog last night as a stray. And it was in town. It was on North Market Street, which, if you're familiar with Madrid at all, it's just on the, as you would imagine, the north side of Market Street.
Yeah.
Well,
I could see that, yeah.
And no one, they've posted
for any
it.
of you that are not in Iowa or are familiar with Madrid, you can spit across it. So this is what we're dealing with.
So, they've posted it on Facebook and the Madrid Media Network, and no one's spoke up for this dog. He said it's super sweet. You know, obviously belongs to somebody. It's a healthy weight. It looks like, puppy age, 6 months or less. And, well behaved, all the things. And I was like,
But
okay.
it was like a herding breed dog too, which is weird.
Yeah, he sent a picture, and at first I thought it looked like a German Shepherd Great Pyrenees mix.
Or like an Anatolian or like some sort
Yeah,
of
I'm
like
still standing by the Great Pyrenees.
I think it's Great Pyrenees German Shepherd. I would put money on that too. Yeah.
But when I
so.
put it into Chat GPT, it told me it was what did I say? Australia Mountain Dog.
Yeah.
Which it really did look like it.
Yes,
to be
but I
honest.
don't believe that's what it is. No. But-
Why?
Because I've never seen one here, and
Oh.
most likely in Madrid, Iowa, it's
True.
a Great Pyrenees
I'll give you that.
German Shepherd mix.
I will absolutely give you that. So anyway, I said, and he was looking for somewhere for it to go. He couldn't keep it in his office all day, and he was looking for a place for it to go. No, Australia, like
Sorry. My spelling again. My bad.
Jesus.
Get back to your story.
Estrella. And I said, okay, well,
Yeah,
I can,
LA,
I can hold it.
Yeah, it looks just like this.
It really does.
Close, but no cigar.
I said, well, I can hold it for the day, and we will get the Mutt Mafia on it,
And
we'll
we
get
will
this dog
post it
posted
everywhere because that's what we do. And we wanted to help. And the police called to ask us for help.
Yes.
Gosh.
And that's, we receive money from the Madrid Endowment Fund. We're part of the community.
What are we going to say? Fluff you? We're not going to help you with this
Well,
dog?
it's not even
Like-
about the money. Like, we want to help. I've
Well,
told
that's what I'm
him.
saying. Yeah, like, why wouldn't we say yes
No, I
to the
know.
police?
I'm just saying, we've
Yeah.
told him multiple times, if you need anything, call.
Yeah.
He called. He needed something.
And we
responded.
helped immediately.
So I said, I actually had a videotaping with PBS by chance that morning, which that's a whole another story that we're not going to get into. But I said, I can't come get the dog and bring it back and get to this taping within the time. You're going to have to bring the dog to me. So immediately he does the cop knock.
The big cop.
Why
knock.
do they do that?
It's so aggressive.
Like, Jesus. Anyway, scared the shit out of me. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay.
And so she promptly put on clothing.
I did. And So I got her all set up in the garage. I got a fan on her. She's in a ginormous crate. I introduced her to Dallas. Everybody was cool. Everybody was copacetic. Gave her some food, gave her some water, put some blankets down. I called Dad. I said, hey, I got to go do this thing. Can you check on this dog in like an hour? Make sure everything's still cool.
We were taking good care of it.
The whole thing. In the meantime, I'm messaging you and the VIP. I said, here's a picture. Here's what I know. Can you do me a solid and get this out? You guys went into immediate mafia mode and posted it freaking everywhere. Natasha's scanning lost dog sites, the pawboost.com, Iowa Peddler.
Yep. We posted it everywhere. We posted it on the Madrid Media Network again. We posted it on the Madrid Lost Dog site again.
Boone,
like
Woodward.
everywhere, all over the place.
All
like
the
someone's
things.
clearly missing this dog because it's beautiful, it's sweet,
It's
and
clean.
it's lost, it's clean, it's healthy.
weight.
Like what?
The whole thing. Nobody spoke up for this dog.
No.
And so it's getting towards the end of the day, and I'm like, shit. I'm calling my brother. I'm like, hey, this is the situation. I don't have anywhere for this dog to go. I can't personally keep the dog. And then Stephanie, we posted in Mutt Mafia. Stephanie spoke up for it, and she said she would take it. I said, great. I'll meet you wherever you want, whenever you want, and get you this dog. Got the dog to her. Everything was cool. Fast forward, 2 days.
It wasn't. It was like the next day.
Yeah, it was the next day because you and I had gotten together.
Yep.
For our working day, and I had called the chief of police to get him to sign off on the sign, the phone number that we're putting on the sign.
Yes.
And he said, by the way, did that inspector call you? And I said, well, the Iowa Department of Ag inspector called me last week about our inspection, but
our annual inspection that we were expecting. Yeah.
But I haven't talked to her since. He goes, yeah, she called today about that dog. And I said, oh, what's going on? He goes, well, there was a complaint filed. And I said, there was what?
Excuse me, who?
What?
Where? With who?
And he said, yeah, there was a complaint filed about us releasing that dog to you, and that the complaint, and I'm paraphrasing here, and I've requested a copy of the complaint, so I can't quote it directly, but something to the effect of that they didn't attempt to rehome the dog, and the dog was just given to rescue.
Right. Actually,
and that we were adopting the dog out.
Who was it that sent us the snippet from the Madrid police blotter? Was that in the VIP group? Hold on, let me try and find this while we're talking here.
So I was like, wow, I hadn't heard a thing about it.
Didn't know there was a problem.
And this was well after business hours. This was like maybe 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. So I said, well, I'm sure she'll call me tomorrow. So she did. The inspector called me on Thursday and said, there's been this complaint filed against you. I said, who filed it? And she said it was filed anonymously. And I said, oh, okay. I said, well, what's the problem? And I explained the situation to her just like I explained it to all of you. And she goes, well, is the dog vaccinated? I said, well, I don't know.
It's on a stray hold.
It's on a stray hold. Like, we're holding this dog for 10 days to see if we can find its owners. And according to Iowa code, is that
Please
it?
read this. I will read it. I'm a bad reader, but she's going to read something
Oh,
bigger later.
well, no,
so
that was this week. This was after all this happened.
Right, but this is the report from the police over what happened.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
So it says, officer returned a call to the Department of Agriculture in reference to an animal call question. Someone saw a dog posted on Madrid Media that was released to a local shelter and called in complaint despite having no information on the situation. This is legitimately what was posted, which I love. After a 30-second conversation, it was determined that everything was handled perfectly and would be handled in the same way on any future situation that law enforcement deems necessary.
Yeah. So she said, our inspector said, I totally understand the situation. You guys are obviously, trying to help. You're trying to do the right thing, and I appreciate it. Unfortunately, in Iowa code for rescues, dogs have to be vaccinated for rabies upon intake. So they have to be up to date on rabies at intake.
So we are 1 day past this dog intake.
Right. And I questioned her about that. I said, well, I mean, what do you want me to do? Like, this dog's a stray hold. And obviously this person that's filed a
And
complaint.
the police calls us and asks for help.
Right. And now the state is going to say, well, the Matter Police Department has a contract with the Boone Area Humane Society, which if I had to make a wild ass guess, I'm assuming that they're full right now.
F-U-L-L, all capital letters.
Just like everybody else's.
Yep.
So it wasn't like we were trying to take
No, we don't want
business or something away from the
Listen,
Humane Society.
We're not signing up for
No.
some random stray guardian breed dog. No, thank you.
We were just trying to help.
Yes.
And my whole thing and our whole thing always has been, always will be,
All about the dogs.
What is the priority for the dog?
Yeah.
This is a very young dog. It probably has an owner. I was holding it for the day was what we had hoped for, that the owner would come forward. There's no microchip, like whatever. So I said to the inspector, I said, well, this is craziness. Like, give me a reasonable amount of time to get this dog vaccinated. Nope, this is the code. The code is for the rescues. You have to have it. It has to be up to date. I said, well, what happens if somebody shows up on my doorstep at 8 p.m. on a Friday night and says, if you don't take this dog, I'm going to shoot it in the head? Like, what do you want me to do there? Send him to the ARL? Like, you're just saving the dog, you're just saving them a trip. Like,
right.
What are we doing here? This
Right.
is crazy. She goes, I understand. I know, we're looking at some code changes in 2026. I said, I would really appreciate if we could be part of that, if we could be some sort of resource to you guys as a foster-based rescue, specifically a foster-based rescue, to make this feasible. I mean, give me 3 days, because if I get on a Friday night, even then my chances of getting it in somewhere on Monday morning are slim.
And the crazy thing, and we've always talked about this, like, between you and I, but, like, if they had taken that dog to the ARL, then no laws would have been broken. But
Right.
it's because we don't have a facility, which actually is a bigger risk for a dog unvaccinated to go into a giant facility filled with 300 other dogs with no vaccines than it is to Holly's garage for an hour.
Right. Which is also, so we talked about that too. I said, well, I'm not trying to skirt the law, but how can I legally do this? And she goes, well, if you would get a pound license, which is $50 a year, and you could quite literally have a pop-up kennel in a garage and get a pound license.
No.
Now the garage has to have certain things.
You have to be able to be sanitized.
It has to be, yes. So
Yeah.
the floor can't be porous, blah, 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 all
Yeah.
these things. So we're looking into how to make that happen. But my point is if we had a pound license,
No.
this would be legal.
Insane.
Like, it's just a piece of paper between being legal and not legal. It's craziness. And all the while.
And it's broken. This is a broken thing.
Yeah. And all the while, we're just trying to help out.
And and we're not saying that shelters shouldn't, or rescues should not be held to a standard that dogs should be vaccinated. I 100% do believe that. And actually, I think it's insane that the only vaccine required is rabies.
Which, real quick, what is the only vaccination that requires a DVM?
Rabies.
Okay.
So,
just wanted to,
first of all, crazy.
let's not give a shit about distemper or parvo, kennel cough. None of that.
No.
That's not required,
No.
even though you can administer that yourself.
Right.
Just rabies.
So, the hope
You're
is...
saying that we're not held to a standard.
Yeah, all I was going to say is I believe that rescues should be held to a standard. Everybody should be vaccinated before they are, brought into a facility or within a reasonable amount of time. That's all I'm asking
Which I asked
for.
her that too. I said, so under a pound license, what is a reasonable amount of time? And she said, well, I personally believe that 10 days is a reasonable amount of time. I said, I would be happy with 3.
Right,
So
like
10 is a
24
absolute
hours, if
freaking
not on a
blessing.
weekend. Like, great.
Right. But that time frame varies from inspector to inspector, which is absolutely wild to me, that we're being held to some code
That is
on this, but the code for that is so
subjective.
Yeah, this is just craziness.
So, the reason we bring this up is, one, we want to be completely transparent about what's happening in the rescue. And if you happen to look up on IDALS and you see an infraction, this is exactly what happened. We'll point you to this moment in this podcast so you can hear about it, or we'll make a post about it. I don't give a hoot. Like, I seriously don't, because I want people to know what's happening and the barriers that are happening against dog rescue.
Yeah, yeah.
And 2, I bring it up specifically to me. Holly and I can make a difference. We can make a change if people will listen to what we have to say when it comes to changing the rules, when it comes to animal welfare. And that is, I don't believe that there are any animal rescuers or caregivers for animals that would disagree with the idea that within a reasonable amount of time of a dog entering into a rescue facility, whether that be a foster home or a shelter or a kennel in the middle of a non-porous garage, that we should have a reasonable amount of time to vaccinate that dog. And 10 days is wildly long. I would take 48 hours.
Yeah, I'd be happy with 3 days.
I'd take a dog to an emergency vet to get a vaccine if I could the very next day.
I'd be ecstatic with 10 days. I think 10 days is reasonable given the lead time for a vet appointment right now.
That's true. It took a whole
insane.
week to get Boopy in for her vaccines.
What did Janet say for that x-ray for
August 18th.
For the spit or for the neuter?
Yes, and x-ray next week.
Right. So that's almost a whole month out.
Yes.
For
insane.
a neuter. An x-ray is a week out.
Yeah. Crazy.
So, I mean,
you tell
I'm just
me.
saying.
Lots of barriers.
I guess to me it's and our inspector was awesome.
So
She
really
was
wonderful, really
to work
professional.
with, very professional.
I'm sure she was thrilled to get our submission because it was pristine and like very well organized.
And also, just want to point out that this all just happened to happen at the same time.
so our annual inspection was a 5-star situation during the same time that we're literally having to deal with a complaint that's going to go on our record.
Right.
Crazed. And also, I'll have you know, we took that dog in on what? A Thursday? Tuesday. By Sunday, the dog was vaccinated, updated on everything. We had everything all squared away, all sent
And
in.
microchipped.
Microchipped.
Yeah, like why aren't we making that a requirement for, breeders?
Don't we want to keep track of what dogs are like going through the system here?
Yeah. I think it should be a requirement for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't be, but there's
You
a
can
lot of people
microchip
that
me if you
feel
want. I've been thinking
differently
about
that.
So you can scan me. We've talked about this. If you find me in a field.
So anyway, we are certainly not on a witch hunt, but if you happen to be the person that filed the complaint, we would love to talk to you. We would love to just explain the situation.
Yeah. Well, we just did.
And maybe bring some clarity and just set the record straight, but I know that's never going to happen. So
No, and here's my aside. This is Kara speaking. If you've got time to, within 1 hour of a stray dog being picked up, call in a complaint to the Iowa Department of Land and Animal Stewardship because a rescue was doing what a rescue should do, you can kindly fluff off. Thank you.
yeah,
What is wrong with you?
The general population would not know.
Yeah,
that is the department.
No.
That would handle such a thing. So if that whittles it down for anybody at all. But anyway, moving on. So a lot of crap happening in Madrid this week, but just want to do another quick update. We implemented our brand new foster alert request for all of our Mutt Mafia members, which has been super awesome.
It's so cool.
It's a text alert and an email that we can push out to all of our approved fosters. How long did it take you to fill the form out? Like 30 seconds, a minute, maybe?
1 minute, because I had to search for the photo because
Yeah.
I wanted to send a picture with it.
And then an alert goes out to everybody on their phones with
An email.
and
So
then the email has the picture attached.
The email
and
has
all
the picture
details.
and a PDF of what I filled out.
Yep.
And
The text alert has just like the breed, age,
just alerts you to that there's a need and
Yeah.
if it's something that you might be able to help with.
minor details.
So cool. And the reason we did this is why.
We kept getting I don't know, on our Mutt Mafia Facebook group, people just weren't seeing our posts, and so all these dogs would just sit and and I knew that they was getting blocked because there were no likes.
Like no one was even
no one was
interacting
even
with the post.
touching it. And then 4 days later somebody would say, oh, I wish I would have seen this, whatever. It's like, okay, well,
dog's dead now.
Yeah,
so.
this is literally life and death for
Yeah.
these dogs, is somebody speaking up for it timely.
Yeah.
So we are completely skirting the Facebook algorithm. And
It's so great. And we've got people that
pushing
are
it
bought
out.
in that will actually help, that are real helpers, that are in this list.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to make a huge difference. I just know it. I'm so excited about it. This is a really big deal.
And I think everybody's loving the new application process.
It's well, we already got the ugliest dog of 11 adopted out immediately, and I know it's because of that. So, hey.
So that's working out great.
Yeah.
Other reminders that have nothing to do with anything we're talking about.
But
I have
we've
no
been-
segue. Iowa iCubs Dog Days is on Tuesday, the 29th, which would be, let's see, this is going to get released on the 18th.
Okay.
Okay, we should have mentioned it in the Knox, in the next, I meant next, in the next
And the Knox
episode.
next episode.
The next Knox episode.
Well, you'll have to get your tickets, and you got to plan ahead. So,
yeah, well,
Yeah.
here's your reminder now. Put it on your calendar.
Dog Days of Summer, iCubs.
Tuesday the 29th.
It's put on by the ARL.
Dog
I
Days.
think it's a good fundraiser for them, and actually, it's pretty friggin' fun to bring
I
your
don't give a
dog.
shit about that. I just think it'd be fun to take your dogs to the ballpark.
It is fun.
Is it a fundraiser?
Well, I mean, the ARL puts it on, so
Oh,
I
cool.
assume they get a portion of the tickets. But
Okay.
anyway, it's fun.
Good for them. I don't know what to say about that. Lastly, we do have a merch update, as little as it is, because this email that I got from my merch guy is like
Why is it so
longer than the email from the woman from Wisconsin, from Morgan.
We're Morgan. We literally are unable to read paragraph. I'm unable to read paragraphs as
Yeah,
previously
noted.
mentioned.
Put it in bullet points.
Yeah.
Bullet.
Yeah.
Please.
So I met with did I talk about this before, the merch guy?
Yeah.
We talked about it, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
but
so
we got it. He sent this huge
Yeah.
email, and we're like, no.
he sent this huge email with
TLDR.
all these links to all this different merch, and you would open the link and it would open into a whole ass like pages and pages of t-shirts and tank tops and frisbees.
Like, I'm not
and I'm
doing
like,
that.
we started looking at it together, and I'm like, I'm getting overwhelmed. I can't function.
No.
This isn't working. So I sent him an email back, and I was like, hey, listen, we're in a bit of analysis paralysis right now. Could you maybe give me
It was
the
super.
Cliff Notes version?
But look at this email that he sent.
I
back.
know.
Like, it is a freaking book. I have to scroll on my computer. Like, that's the longest email I've received in a year when we said it was too much.
He
But,
is so great, though.
well,
And
wonderful.
he's-
Like, he's trying hard.
Yeah.
But he made us a swag shop, S''WAG
I love
shop.
that.
It's going to be really cute. I'm excited to use it. But, so now he's got, like this. But
Oh,
there-
that one's cute, though.
this.
I like that hat. That is kind of cool.
But with the color, I think it's hard to read.
Mm.
Yeah. But anyway, there's a hat. We got sweatshirts. We got a tank top. We got a hoodie.
We're going to make some adjustments.
Yeah, we're going to make some adjustments. There's, for some reason, a duffel bag. But
I
maybe you would want a
mean,
duffel bag.
If you're, yeah.
I don't know.
Is that a gym bag?
It's a gym bag.
I kind of like it.
I have no gym to attend with that. But yeah, we can leave. Whatever. It doesn't matter what's on there.
No, he
Whatever.
gave us tons of options. And
But
he
he
set up
sh-
this, the most important thing is he set up this
The
freaking
swag
store
shop.
for us,
Yes.
which is awesome.
Did you come up with swag or was that him? Because that's
That was
cute.
all him.
That's adorable. Swag.
He's very cool.
Cute.
He's just very thorough. It's
so
a lot
thorough.
to read.
We're organized but unthorough.
I've been trying to read the same book for literally a year and a half, and I'm not even to chapter 2 yet. So this is tough for me. Anyway, that's
It's
the
coming
update on merch.
very, I would say within the next 10 days is our deadline to actually launch this bad boy. If we can read this together, we can do it. 10 days. By the next time we record this podcast, we will have a swag shop.
Yeah, I do really quick want to acknowledge our very good friend Morgan.
Yes.
Because this email is hilarious. You guys remember Morgan? She adopted the Goldie.
From Wisconsin,
From
our lady with
Wisconsin.
good with
The
words.
squeaky cheese country.
Mm-hmm.
She writes in and she says, well, hello, ladies. What's this I hear slipped into a podcast episode? Like a pill wrapped in high-value cheese? It seems you sneaked a request in like the crafty little hussies you are. Pro status. I freaking love her.
This is my first time hearing this, by the way, because it includes paragraphs.
You
and I
love it when I narrate this to you.
I do. It makes me really happy. I'm making this happen. I refuse to
audible.
let us end until you read me her email.
So you are looking at adding merch. Yes, please. I have a hoodie that I ordered from Bonfire, and I would love some more swag for wags. Ironic.
Swag.
Speaking of Bonfire, side quest, still open.
Yeah, you can still get the rainbow gear if you want.
If you get a If you order a child size rainbow t-shirt.
If Holly orders a child size rainbow, if I order a child size rainbow t-shirt, I could use it as a sock.
And you cut off the bottom 3 or 4 inches, it is the cutest crop top
Of all time.
of all time. Anyway, now, unless you have another friend from Wisconsin, I'll kill her. I took this to mean
That's it. That's the line.
merch. Oh, she asterisked. Okay. Kill her. She goes, whoops. Better not joke about that after the debacle with the serial killer litter. Which, for the record, I loved. I thought it was super creative, attention grabbing, and just plain gasp funny. I mean, I never thought I would be able to text Natasha the sentence, so how is the little honey Dahmer doing?
Which, by the way, Dahmer is on like 600 meds right now. He's still living, though.
Oh, is he still having
He's still not feeling great.
gastro issues?
Yeah, he's got a tummy problem.
But thanks to you, I did. Now on to the subject at hand, merch. I love it. And just to prove... Oh, shit. Wrong arrow. And just to prove that I am listening and happy to contribute to the cause when I can, I am tossing a pile of ideas here like you might toss a bunch of Kongs, stuffies, squeaky toys, and bones into the bin of a spoiled retriever. Hypothetically. Which is to say, there's a lot of crap here. Some of the ideas might be ready for the garbage, but you're free to take and save anything you might want to chew on. See what she did there?
I'll be ready.
With that said, here are some killer ideas. Whoops, never mind. OMD Mutt merch ideas. This shirt saves mutts. Kind of like a nod to St. Jude's, a riff-raff on that idea.
Okay.
Neuter and spay or get out of my way.
That's pretty
catchy.
cute. I like it.
I'm envisioning like a ray gun situation.
That's what I'm thinking. Like the block
Yeah.
letters, like
Like
a
this
chunk.
one.
Yeah, just like that.
Did you like my shirt?
Uh-huh.
Dogs are the new kids. She also writes, I like my people snarky, my dogs barky, and my humor darky.
Oh, come on. That's good.
You
I
guys
don't-
have to do that shirt.
I don't like that one.
You don't? I like it.
That's funny.
I think I would purchase. I like that. I'm going to order my own. If no one else gets it, I want that one.
Please order the rabies one for me.
Yeah, I've had it in my cart multiple times.
I want it to say I'm vaccinated, and then in very small print for rabies.
I want it to say I have rabies.
Okay. Normalize owning multiple mutts. Thank you.
Yes, I like that.
Warning, if something happens, I'll take my dog's side.
Yeah.
Oh, my dog, saving dogs from the name Bella since 2022.
That's good.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
That rings so true.
Literally, I was in the vet's office and there was a giant. So I had Boop, who's pink, and Squinny, who's adorable and tiny. And so they both draw a crowd. And then in walks a giant Great Dane who had a harness on. And on the side, the biggest letters, Bella.
Ew.
And I was like unable to fawn over the dog
Right.
because of the name. So anyway, continue.
Yes, I foster dogs. No, I don't want to keep them all. Yes, you should foster two.
Sure.
Love it. Kind of
Cute.
long.
Yep.
Front of the shirt, I love my dogs. Back, and I also swear at them sometimes.
That would be funny to walk up behind somebody that has that shirt on
And
it
just
says,
the back.
also swear at them sometimes.
Like, what?
Ma'am, can you turn around?
Yeah, please, could I see the other half of this?
Holly, Kara, the Bat Phone, and the podcast. Like a take on the classic John, Paul, George, and Ringo Beatles shirts.
Cute.
Don't know that.
No one wants
I mean,
a
I know who the
I
Beatles
get it.
are.
No one wants a shirt with our names on it.
I like this one. Smut, mutts, and fluffy butts.
Oh.
I like that one.
Yeah.
I miss Chris. I probably like your dog more than you. True.
True. Facts.
Part of the OMD foster roster, which I do like that one.
Oh, the foster roster. Even if it just
foster
said
roster.
foster roster.
Hashtag foster roster.
Love it. Yep, like that.
Okay, these are getting long, Morgan. I'm gonna have to skip a few.
But the ones you didn't like, we liked. So I don't know.
Dogs always, people sometimes.
Yeah.
Pause, puns, and fluff and fun. Okay, she says, okay, I'll stop now. Oh, good. These are just some brain droppings to get the creative ball rolling. I am always up for some collaborative creative projects and happy to help the cause however I can. Technically, I am part of the OMD Mother Fluffers pack since we adopted from you, right? Another good one.
Adorable.
The Mother Fluffers.
OMD Mother Fluffers. That's adorable.
Speaking of that, little sass bucket is as perfect as ever, which is to say she is full of her own flaws. She gets poop stuck on her butt fluff. She's loud and opinionated when the mailman comes, and she stares at her crock pot and barks until we feed her. We love it all. Thanks for kicking ass, saving dogs, and parading Boop for pride. How freaking cute is that?
Yay.
You have a friend in Wisconsin who enjoys listening to the episodes and occasionally fulfills the requests for some merch ideas.
I love it. I think we've got to do at least one of those for sure.
I think there's 4 or 5 in there that are good.
Oh, they're so good. Yeah, they're cute.
She did include some pictures of her kids.
Oh, okay. I will look at pictures. I can see a picture book. I just can't read a paragraph. I love it.
She's got 3 Goldens. Well, it looks like a golden lab and 2 golden retrievers.
Yeah.
But look at them all sprawled out.
Oh my gosh. They're a lineup in there by the fan. I love it.
We just love Morgan. Thank you so much.
Thanks for writing.
Those are some great ideas. We're going to pass a few along.
And as a reminder, you can email us or send us things to our P.O. Box. Our P.O. Box was filled with less than fun things today, but that's a later conversation,
That's
if
a
at all.
tomorrow problem.
Yeah. It has been a really rough couple of weeks in rescue, but we have ended it on a bang with our friend from Wisconsin. And you know what?
All of you.
We're still having fun.
Until then.
We'll figure it out.
Oh my dog.
What I mean when I see, what I see, what I feel, when I dream, when I be, I'm a freak, what up? Oh, what up? Everybody look at me when I'm free, when I feel, what I see, when I do it, I'm a freak, what up? Oh, what up? Say what we got, it's hot to spot, give up the drop, see what we got, do what, we got to go, the body flow, too hot to show, the front row, we won't stop.